Good evening, students. Good evening, and welcome to the Legal Game. It's a best platform that is presented by Unacademy, and yes, as I said, it is the best platform to prepare for your law entrance examinations because this platform makes your learning easy, effective, efficient, and something for which I have advocated the most. Means अगर न्याय के दोनों तराजू पर एक तरफ easiness, effectiveness and efficiency और एक तरफ interest हो तो interest का पलड़ा भारी होगा. So yes, the legal game is unique. The legal game is the best platform because it makes your learning easy, effective, efficient, and interesting. Yes, or if you have ever heard about the story of any successful person, तो वो अपनी फील्ड में सक्सेसफुल इसलिए ही बने क्योंकि उनको अपनी फील्ड में इंटरेस्ट था. इंटरेस्ट इज द बिगेस्ट थिंग विच यू हैव. One of my friend is preparing for UPSC, so I asked him कि यार तू 10 10 15 15 20 20 घंटे एक साथ बैठकर कैसे पढ़ लेता है. He said this thing that if you have interest in something you can do anything. तो आपको पता भी नहीं लगेगा that how the time flies. He said that this UPSC is just like a possessive girlfriend. All right. So if you will be possessive towards this, then obviously the sky has no limit. Guys, let me switch on the live chat before starting because today I'm going to take a very important session. कभी कभी पढ़ना ही जरूरी नहीं होता, पढ़ाई करनी कैसे और किस चीज के लिए करनी है जानना भी जरूरी होता है. All right, so in today's class I'm going to tell you this thing only. Let me switch on the live chat, then we will start with the session. Yes, the live chat is on my screen. I'm more than happy. Hi Saksham, good evening. So in today's class I'm going to tell you that what are the top undergraduate law entrance examinations. There are two doorways to pursue law. Law करने के दो तरीके होते हैं. The first one is BA LLB or BA LLB or BCA BCom LLB. It can be BSc LLB. Anything means a undergraduate law, a 5 years law program. जिसको हम ट्रेडिशनली BLLB के नाम से जानते हैं, बट नाउ यू कैन परस्यू लॉ along with BSc, along with BCom, along with BBA. It can be BA, BBA, BCom LLB, BSc LLB, and there is one more course BLS LLB जो सिर्फ BLS LLB सिर्फ इंडिया में बहुत ही कम इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं जो कराते हैं, and most of them are in the state of Maharashtra, for which you have to go for the MH-CET examination. I will tell you about BLS LLB as well. ये BLS LLB होता क्या है? All right. But right now there are two ways. The first is the 5 years program, 5 years law program. After 12th, आप direct इसके लिए you can take admission directly. Okay. After 12th, there is a 5-year integrated law program which you known as undergraduate law program. Now there is a law program which is after graduation. After graduation, once you have a graduation degree in your hand after 3 years, you can have a 3 years BA, 3 years BCom, BBA, whatever. Then also you can go for law. It would be simply LLB, a 3 years program. So law करने के दो doorway हैं. The first one is BLLB, the 5 years law program, and the second one is simple LLB, which is a 3 years law program. Guys, in today's class, I am going to discuss those law entrance examinations that are the top undergraduate law entrance examinations, means the 5 years law. So this class is more important for those students who are in class 11th or 12th right now and they are planning to opt for law after their class 12th, who are planning for 5 years law, because it is a smarter choice ना. If you want to go for law, then अगर आप इस मेथड से जाएंगे जो ट्रेडिशनल पुराना मेथड था, 3 years graduation then 3 years law, it would take 6 years. But if you will directly get admission into BLLB, undergraduate law program, then it would take 5 years. एक साल बचेगा. Obviously पहले BLLB नहीं, this undergraduate law program in 1980s or 70s नहीं हुआ करता था. It came in the 20th century only, and in the later half of the in 21st century and in the later half of 20th century. Let's start with the class. Let me give you a short intro of myself. I'm Sarthak Sharma, and I'm a penultimate year law student at Faculty of Law, Jamia Millia Islamia. I have more than 2 years of teaching experience and I have mentored more than 10,000 students. I have been less of a teacher and more of a companion. I have said this thing कि मैं companion रहा हूँ, साथी रहा हूँ अपने सभी students का, and a lot of my companions have been the rankers in the prestigious law entrance examinations. उन सभी law entrance examinations के बारे में ही मैं आज बात करने वाला हूँ in today's class. The CLAT, SLAT, BLAT, JMI, LET, AI, LET, MH-CET. These are some prestigious law entrance examinations among many more. और इन सभी के बारे में I'm going to discuss today. Hi, good evening, Sakshi. So, at least जब आप पढ़ रहे हैं तो at least you should know that what is your target. टारगेट हमेशा एक नहीं, ऑल दो कुछ लोग मछली की आंख अर्जुन वाली कहानी सुनाते हैं कि एकाग्रता के साथ सिर्फ एक टारगेट रखना चाहिए, बट अकॉर्डिंग टू मी मेरी ये स्ट्रेटेजी है दैट देयर शैल ऑलवेज बी अ प्लान बी. लॉट ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स माइट एग्री विद दैट स्ट्रेटेजी, द अर्जुन स्ट्रेटेजी, कि सिर्फ मछली की आंख नजर आए और कुछ नजर ना आए. ऑब्वियसली इट इज करेक्ट, बट यू शुड हैव अ प्लान बी एज वेल. अगर आप क्लैट के लिए प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं और क्लैट नहीं हो पाया तो यू शुड हैव अ प्लान बी रेडी फॉर इट. All right. In Indian Army ये हमेशा सिखाया जाता है that if plan A fails, then there should always be plan B. Okay, I am absolutely fine, Sakshi. I hope you are also well. You can join me on Telegram. The Telegram link is there on your screen and in the description box as well. So you can access the link and उस link को access करके आप मुझे मेरा Telegram group join कर सकते हैं. On that Telegram group, I share a lot of important stuff related to your preparation that will definitely act as a tonic. It will boost up your preparation for whichever law entrance examination you are targeting or preparing. You may subscribe to an academy in either of the following terms for 12, 24, 18, 12, 9, 6, 3 or 1 month. The subscription price is on your screen and you can have an additional discount of 10% by using the code SRT10. Also, if you will download the Unacademy application, then in the referral code your invitation code, you can just type SRT10. You will gain access to all the free things that Unacademy is providing over its application. Like all my special classes on Unacademy are free of cost. The link of my profile is also in the description. You can click on the link, find me on Unacademy app, and you can watch my videos live as well as in the recorded mode. All right, these are the unique features of Unacademy. These 6 are a lot more unique features of Unacademy. So you may enroll for these unique features as well. Good evening, Samarth. How are you? So these 6 a lot more are among a lot more unique features of an academy. The U in an academy actually stands for uniqueness. So have a look over that. And yes, some features are paid, some are free as well. So if you want to go for the free features, you just need to download the Unacademy app. And if you want to go for the paid features, then you have to get the subscription. Live quiz feature for the students. See, it's my personal opinion that the best thing at Unacademy is this live quiz feature. Live quiz feature मेरा favorite है. Do you know why? Because the students can not only participate in the quiz, they can also host their own quiz. Yes. यहाँ पर स्टूडेंट सिर्फ पार्टिसिपेट ही नहीं कर सकते, जो हमारे अनअकैडमी के स्पेशलाइज्ड कंटेंट राइटर्स क्विज बनाते हैं, ऑब्वियसली यू कैन पार्टिसिपेट इन दोस क्विजेस, बट यू कैन योरसेल्फ बी अ कंटेंट प्रोवाइडर. यू कैन योरसेल्फ होस्ट अ क्विज. यस, देयर माइट बी सम स्टूडेंट्स, हर एक स्टूडेंट का कोई ना कोई फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट जरूर होता है. लाइक इन स्कूल डेज माय फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट वाज हिंदी एंड इंग्लिश बिकॉज आई वाज इंटरेस्टेड इन लैंग्वेज. मुझे लैंग्वेज बहुत पसंद थी. सो इंग्लिश और हिंदी में कुछ ऐसी टॉपिक्स के बारे में रिसर्च मैं कर लेता था जो क्लास में किसी स्टूडेंट को शायद ना पता हो. ओके, सो दैट आई कैन एंड इन दो पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक्स आई हेल्प माय फेलो मेट्स टू स्कोर बेटर. सिमिलरली आपका भी कोई इंटरेस्टिंग फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट जरूर होगा in law entrance examination. You can host a quiz for that and help your fellow mates to gain more knowledge on it. You can impart the knowledge to your fellow mates and your fellow mates can also do vice versa. So सबका साथ सबका विकास an academy पर बिल्कुल हो रहा है by this feature. Good evening, Sambhav. And yes, every Saturday, today Saturday only, I hope you have appeared for this 11 a.m. test. There's an Academy Law Aptitude test. And this Law Aptitude test, it's a 60 minutes, 60 questions, and 60 marks test. You may appear for it every Saturday. And yes, right now, World T20 is going on in the world. We hope India is actually doing great, and we hope that the Indian team will bring the trophy home. On that theme only, we have come up with this weekly T20 test. In this weekly T20 test series, every weekday from Monday to Friday, you can appear for a 20-minute, 20 questions, 20 marks test. And it is open for all. You do not need to pay for it. The only thing you have to do is to download the app and appear for the test. On Monday, English, Tuesday, Quant, Wednesday is Logical, Thursday is Legal, Aptitude, my favorite, and the Friday is Current Affairs and General Knowledge. स्पेशल क्लास फीचर्स, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल स्टूडेंट्स आर कंफ्यूज के सर स्पेशल क्लास के पैसे देने पड़ेंगे, नहीं देने पड़ेंगे, इट इज फ्री. Go and attend the special classes. These are the unique features of special classes. So this app is a better platform when we compare it to YouTube because you have all these features like raise a hand. यहाँ पर अभी मैं अपने स्टूडेंट से सिर्फ बात करनी है, then the only way is to see their messages in the live chat. मैं live chat पर देख रहा हूँ, but by this raise a hand option you can directly raise a hand and talk to me directly. All right, so let's start with the class now. Top undergraduate law entrance examinations. अब actually, if you will, first of all, I hope you all people know that my classes starts with this question, that what it is, why and how. So हिस्ट्री इज एविडेंट इन दिस थिंग. पूरी हिस्ट्री एविडेंट है कि इस देश में जितने भी फेमस पर्सनैलिटीज हुए हैं, हिस्ट्री इज एविडेंट दैट लॉयर्स हैव ऑलवेज बीन द फोकल पॉइंट अमंग ऑल द फेमस पर्सनैलिटीज ऑफ दिस वर्ल्ड. इस दुनिया में जितनी भी फेमस पर्सनैलिटीज हुए हैं उनका फोकल पॉइंट लॉयर्स ही रहे हैं. The people from the legal field. The father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, was a lawyer. The father of the Indian Constitution, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, was a lawyer. तो भारत के राष्ट्रपति से लेकर राष्ट्रपिता तक, हमारे जो राष्ट्रपति हैं इस वक्त प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया, ही इज ऑल्सो अ लॉयर. भारत के राष्ट्रपिता से लेकर राष्ट्रपति तक सभी वकील हैं. सो यस, दिस फील्ड is perfectly fits upon the court. Sky has no limit. Actually, the sky has no limit on this court. So, guys, top. But if you want to be a successful lawyer, बिकॉज इंडिया में प्रॉब्लम यह है कि लॉयर्स की आउटफ्लो बहुत ज्यादा है, इतनी डिमांड नहीं है. इन एडिशन, व्हेन वी कंपेयर द डिमांड ऑफ द लॉयर्स, देन डिमांड इज लेस व्हेन वी कंपेयर टू द सप्लाई. द सप्लाई इज सो हाई एंड द डिमांड इज सो लो, एंड दैट्स व्हाई एक एक अच्छी क्वालिटी के लॉ ग्रेजुएट बनने के लिए एटलीस्ट यू शुड हैव अ गुड लॉ स्कूल दैट विल teach you, that will impart that particular skills in you. All right, so what are these law entrance examinations? You will know till the end of this session. आपको पता लग जाएगा कि कौन कौन से ऐसे law entrance tests हैं that are the top most, that provides the best knowledge. All right, why you should appear for it? मैंने आपको इसका आंसर दे दिया है. In India, the outflow of law graduates is way high when we compare it to the demand. The demand is less, the supply is more. जैसे एक टाइम पे इंजीनियरिंग में हुआ था, every second person was pursuing engineering. There was so outflow, inflow इतना ज्यादा हो गया था, and the demand was not that much. Similarly, in India, the demand of lawyers is not that much high. The demand is less and supply is more. इतना तो आपने इकोनॉमिक्स पढ़ी होगी, जब किसी भी प्रोडक्ट की डिमांड कम होती है और सप्लाई ज्यादा हो जाती है तो उसका प्राइस रिड्यूस होता है. So that's why the value of lawyers in the society right now is on a diminishing mode when we compare it to the times of Mahatma Gandhi or B.R. Ambedkar to 1940s, 50s, 60s. At that time, lawyers were was a very prestigious job. Still, it is. But when we compare the lawyers that are successful, then the ratio is so small. Out of lakhs of lawyers, only one or two become successful. All right, and cracking the top undergraduate law entrance exam, according to me, is the first page of a lawyer's success story. एक लॉयर की सक्सेस स्टोरी का पहला पन्ना एक टॉप अंडरग्रेजुएट लॉ एंट्रेंस एग्जाम को क्रैक करना ही होता है. बिकॉज इफ यू विल सी दीज पीपल, द महात्मा गांधी विदेश से लॉ करके आए थे, फ्रॉम अ गुड कॉलेज ऑब्वियसली. डॉक्टर बी आर अम्बेडकर फ्रॉम जीएलसी मुंबई. ओके, एंड सिमिलरली नानी पालकीवाला अगेन फ्रॉम जीएलसी मुंबई. So all these famous lawyers have done their law from prestigious law schools, and for these prestigious law schools, you have to crack these undergraduate examinations. All right. So I'm going to discuss that what are those entrance examinations, why you should appear for these examinations, why you should crack these examinations. इसका जवाब आपको मिल गया है. And how you should do it. Okay, I have taken a lot of strategy sessions on it, that how you should crack these examinations. I'm also teaching you the legal aptitude part and legal GK part as well. So इनको आप अटेंड कीजिए. ऑब्वियसली हाउ यू शुड क्रैक दीज लॉ एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन राइट नाउ, बहुत लंबा प्रोसेस है, बट राइट नाउ जस्ट सब्सक्राइब टू दिस प्लेटफॉर्म, डाउनलोड द अनअकैडमी एप्लीकेशन एंड स्टार्ट वाचिंग द क्लासेस. आपको समझ में आ जाएगा दैट हाउ यू हैव टू डू इट. इट इज द बिगेस्ट डायलेमा. तो अगर इन तीनों क्वेश्चंस का हमें जवाब मिल जाता है तो फिर दिस सेशन वुड बी अ सक्सेसफुल वन. और इन तीनों सवालों का ही हमें जवाब जानना होता है ओवर एनी पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक. लेट्स स्टार्ट. द फर्स्ट एग्जामिनेशन एंड द फोरमोस्ट एग्जामिनेशन फॉर एनी लॉ एस्पिरेंट is common law admission test. Just like इंजीनियरिंग में जेईई है, मेडिकल में नीट है, वैसे ही लॉ में क्लैट है, द कॉमन लॉ एडमिशन टेस्ट. इट इज अ कॉमन एंट्रेंस टेस्ट. It is a common entrance test for that takes admission through which you can take admission to 22 national law universities of the nation. There are a total of 23 NLUs, and out of 23, 22 national law universities admission leti hain. The only entrance examination for these 22 national universities is CLAT, the Common Law Admission Test. It is a national level entrance test to get admission into one of these 22 NLUs across the country. These NLUs are symbol of excellence. First of all, they are symbol of excellence. Just like IITs are there in law, IITs are there in engineering, NLUs are there in law. So it would not be wrong if I will say that IITs are NLUs are IITs of law. They are symbol of excellence. And it would not be fallacious if I will say this thing that the national law universities are IITs of law. ये लॉ के IITs ही तो हैं. इंजीनियरिंग से तो कहीं भी इंजीनियरिंग तो कहीं से भी की जा सकती है. Why students take 1, 2, 3 and even 4 years drop to pursue engineering from IIT? Because when you pursue engineering from IIT and when you will pursue engineering from any other private college, there is a big difference. And NLUs are obviously IITs of law. अगर आपने NLU से लॉ किया है, then you can just you will be able to experience the difference between you and a person who had pursued law from any A, B, C, X, Y, Z private college. All right, so that's why, and obviously it is such a big examination, तो इसको क्रैक करना कोई बेड ऑफ रोजेस तो होगा नहीं. It would not be bed of roses to crack such examination. The total number of seats in the 22 national universities is around 2300. 2300 के आसपास सीट्स हैं टोटल सभी नेशनल यूनिवर्सिटीज की मिलाकर. अब आप सोच रहे होंगे 2300, मुझे तो सिर्फ एक ही चाहिए, बाकी 2299 कोई और लेके जा सकता है. बट डू यू नो दैट हाउ मच एस्पिरेंट्स आर देयर इन दिस एग्जामिनेशन? 60,000 प्लस. At least it's a rough figure that around 60,000 or even more than 60,000 students are going to appear for common law admission test in the year 2022. अब तो COVID pandemic भी जा चुका है and the students are ready. They are ready. Their arsenal is ready. They are fully loaded to fire in this examination. At least 60,000 students are going to appear. So it would not be wrong अगर मैं कहूँ that the common law admission test is the most densely computed law entrance exam of the nation. सबसे ज्यादा डेंसली कॉम्पिटेड लॉ एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन है ये हमारे देश का. ओके. एंड अब वाई स्टूडेंट्स एनएलयूज में ही क्यों जाना चाहते हैं? देन गाइस, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, दीज नेशनल यूनिवर्सिटीज आर हेवन फॉर दो स्टूडेंट्स हु आर एमिंग फॉर कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर. जिनको कॉर्पोरेट लॉयर बनना है, हु वांट टू गो इन द एमएनसीज एंड द बिग कंपनीज, द बिग कॉर्पोरेट्स, then they should aim for national law universities first of all, because they provide campus placement, and there's almost 100% campus placement in the top national universities. I will not say in all 22, बट जो टॉप 10 नेशनल यूनिवर्सिटीज हैं हमारे इंडिया की, दे प्रोवाइड 100% प्लेसमेंट. एंड द एवरेज एनुअल पैकेज जो कॉलेज से एक फ्रेशर स्टूडेंट को मिलता है, लाइक फ्रॉम द टॉप एनएलयूज लाइक एनएलएसआईयू बैंगलोर, नालसा हैदराबाद एंड द WBNUJS वेस्ट बंगाल, नेशनल यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ जुडिशियल साइंसेज, touches tens of lakh, means it is in tens of lakh, the initial package. So obviously जब नेशनल यूनिवर्सिटीज से आपको 100% कैंपस प्लेसमेंट मिल रहा है एंड इवन द एनुअल पैकेज इज इन टेंस ऑफ लैक्स फॉर अ फ्रेशर, then obviously the competition would be high. But if you can crack the competition, then obviously it would be the first page in your success story. It would be the first page in the success story of a lawyer. Okay, so the common law admission test, I hope it is in the target list of all of you. And common law admission test का recently pattern change हुआ है. It had been subjected to a big pattern change. I have already discussed in my strategy session on how to the best plan to prepare for CLAT 2022. It was my strategy session that I took just 2 days back, and in that I discussed all the pattern change in the examination. From the single liner question, it is now a passage based examination. The number of questions have been reduced from 200 to 150. So all the pattern change had been already discussed. अब ये passage based हो गया है, पहले ये passage based नहीं था. एंड आई टोल्ड यू दैट पैसेज बेस्ड होने से आपको नुकसान नहीं, आपको फायदा हुआ है. ओके, नाउ इट इज अ बिट easier when we compare it to the previous version, common law admission test. So remember that reserving a berth in the top national law universities is a must if you want to succeed in the legal profession. Let's move to the next examination, which is most important. So guys, I said this thing that your first and foremost step to be a successful person or successful lawyer is to reserve your berth in an A grade national law in a A grade institution. A grade लॉ इंस्टीट्यूशन. लेकिन क्या सारे ए ग्रेड लॉ इंस्टीट्यूशंस एनएलयूज ही हैं? ऑब्वियसली नॉट. ये मैं आगे जाके बताऊंगा और कौन से हैं अपार्ट फ्रॉम एनएलयूज. वन मोर ए ग्रेड इंस्टीट्यूशन इन द फील्ड ऑफ लॉ इज नेशनल लॉ यूनिवर्सिटी दिल्ली, एनएलयू दिल्ली. इट इज द ओनली एनएलयू आउट ऑफ द 23 एनएलयूज ऑल ओवर द नेशन 22 क्लैट से एडमिशन लेते हैं. तो वो कौन सा एक एनएलयू है जो को क्लैट के थ्रू एंट्रेंस नहीं लेता, फॉर विच द एंट्री डोरवे इज नॉट क्लैट? इट इज द NLU Delhi. NLU conducts its on entrance examination and the name of that examination is AILET, All India Law Entrance Test. It is the entrance exam for NLU Delhi, the National Law University Delhi, and NLU Delhi is the only NLU, as I told you, out of these 23 in the country that does not adhere or accepts the CLAT score. Guys, this NLU Delhi has scored stupendous in placements. Even अगर मैं placements की बात करूं, then it is since past 6 or 7 years ये 100% placement record लेता है. The latest records are of 2019, 2020 बैच के records अभी update नहीं हुए इनकी website पे. In 2019 there was a 100% placement record. And do you know what was the median, means average salary that was provided to a fresher NLU Delhi graduate? 14 lakh rupees per annum. It is the average, means कुछ students को इससे भी ज्यादा मिली होगी. The average of all the 100% batch that passed in 2019, the average median salary was 14 lakh rupees per annum. Means more than NLSIU Bangalore, जो टॉप मोस्ट नेशनल लॉ यूनिवर्सिटी है अकॉर्डिंग टू NIRF रैंकिंग. रैंक 1 पर आता है NLSIU बैंगलोर एंड रैंक 2 इज NLU दिल्ली. सो ये जो रैंक 2 ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड है, ऑल ओवर इंडिया है, नेशनल लॉ यूनिवर्सिटी दिल्ली, its placement is even much higher than NLSIU Bangalore. One more thing, मैं NLU Delhi को NLSIU Bangalore से भी ऊपर रैंक दूंगा due to two reasons. These are my personal opinion. The first thing, obviously the placement, and the second thing, there is a better work-life balance in NLU Delhi. Do you know in NLSIU Bangalore there is trimester system. Trimester system मतलब एक साल में 3 सेमेस्टर होते हैं. But in NLU Delhi, there is simply semester system, जो बाकी सभी colleges में होता है. So in trimester system, you will be so busy, then you would not be able to devote your time to extracurriculars. But in NLU Delhi, you can. Apart from that, Delhi is the heart of this nation. सुप्रीम कोर्ट, हाई कोर्ट, डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट, इन तीनों का एक्सपोजर आपको एक शहर में मिल जाएगा. इन एडिशन टू दैट, all the tribunals and quasi judicial bodies are situated in the city of Delhi. So if you can gain entry to this particular institution, this esteemed institution, National University Delhi, then you would be even more luckier than the students who have get admission to NLSIU Bangalore, according to me. So yes, according to NIRF, it is rank 2, but according to me, it is the topmost law institution of our nation. AILET, there is a total 90 minutes, means 1.5 hour is the total time which is allotted to you for this examination, and 150 MCQs are asked. पहले negative marking नहीं हुआ करती थी, but now there is negative marking as well. इस साल भी negative marking थी. There is negative marking. So मैंने आपको दो ऐसे टारगेट एग्जामिनेशन बताए हैं जो ऑब्वियसली आप लोग मिस नहीं करना चाहेंगे. द फर्स्ट वन वाज द कॉमन लॉ एडमिशन टेस्ट क्लैट, and the second one is AILET, All India Law Entrance Test, which according to me is even better than CLAT, and most prominently for those students who are in North India, from UP, from Punjab, from Delhi. AILET would be the best option for you. AILET अभी भी उस पुराने क्लैट वाले पैटर्न पे एग्जाम लेते हैं, in which principal fact questions are asked, single liner questions. I will soon come up with a preparation strategy on AILET as well, don't worry. The total number of seats in All India in NLU Delhi is around 80 seats. And out of these 80 seats, for general category, around 55 to 60 seats are there, and the total number of aspirants are more than 20,000. 20,000 स्टूडेंट्स compete करते हैं for a meager 80 seats. So yes, ये एग्जामिनेशन क्लैट से भी ज्यादा डेंसली कॉम्पिटेड है. Even this examination is even more densely competed than CLAT. All right, so let's move to the next examination. I hope you are clear about these two examinations. If anybody has any doubt, they can ask me in the comment section and right now in the live chat. The third examination, which according to me is one of the top undergraduate law entrance exams, is LSAT. LSAT is Law School Admission Test. It is specifically for the deemed private colleges of the nation. अब ऐसा कोई लॉ नहीं है, हार्ड एंड फास्ट लॉ नहीं है कि एक प्राइवेट इंस्टीट्यूशन अच्छा नहीं हो सकता. ऑब्वियसली हो सकता है. इवन द प्राइवेट इंस्टीट्यूशंस कैन बी द सिंबल ऑफ एक्सीलेंस. तो डीम्ड प्राइवेट इंस्टीट्यूशंस इन लॉ जो इस देश में है वो एडमिशन लेते हैं थ्रू एलसेट. सो एलसेट इज अ नेशनल लेवल एंट्रेंस एग्जाम for admission into various deemed law schools in the country, and all these deemed law schools are private. First of all, LSAT is not for any government school. LSAT is not for any government law college. It is only for private law colleges. The test is conducted by Law School Admission Council, LSAC, and 48 private colleges, and out of these 48, a lot of them are wonderful institutions, takes admission through LSAT. Some top institutes, मैं कुछ के नाम बता देता हूँ. Some are Rajiv Gandhi Institute of Intellectual Property Law, which is affiliated to IIT Kharagpur. IIT Kharagpur में राजीव गांधी इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी लॉ भी है. Okay, which is within the campus of this IIT Kharagpur. OP Jindal Global Law School and UPES Dehradun. All these three among these 48 private colleges takes admission through LSAT. And ये तीनों बहुत ही अच्छे colleges हैं. Obviously, they will charge you a lot of money. Like pursuing a 5 years law from OP Jindal will cost you around 30 to 40 lakh rupees. I'm not exactly sure about the एग्जैक्ट फी, बट 30 से 40 लाख रुपए, 30 से 40 लाख रुपीज लगेंगे इफ यू परस्यू लॉ फ्रॉम ओपी जिंदल लॉ स्कूल. ऑल राइट, बट यस, अगेन ओपी जिंदल लॉ स्कूल में इतना पैसा तो जरूर लगेगा, बट डू यू नो हु विल बी योर टीचर्स, हु विल बी योर प्रोफेसर्स? प्रोफेसर उपेंद्र बख्शी का नाम तो आपने सुना ही होगा. प्रोफेसर उपेंद्र बख्शी, जिन्होंने मथुरा रेप केस में सीजेआई को ओपन लेटर लिखा था. ही हैड बीन डीन ऑफ द फैकल्टी ऑफ लॉ ऑफ दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी, कैंपस लॉ सेंटर दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी के वो डीन भी रहे हैं. He is right now teaching in OP Jindal Global Law School. Professor Upendra Bakshi की आप books पढ़ेंगे, when you will enter your law school, there would be a lot of books that are authored by him. And yes, he is a teacher at OP Jindal Law School. So yes, these are the pros of studying at such an institution, but obviously only an extremely rich person can afford the fees of such institution, 30 to 40 lakh rupees. That's why they are private colleges, they are charging money and they are providing the quality. क्वालिटी एजुकेशन लेने के दो ही तरीके हैं. इधर यू आर एक्सट्रीमली टैलेंटेड, यू क्रैक द सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटीज एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशंस एंड गो देयर, or you pay money to the private colleges and get admission. So LSAT is also a good option for those students who can pursue or who want to pursue law from private institutions. In India, LSAT is conducted once a year and the total time is 2 hours and 20 minutes. 2 घंटे 20 मिनट का टाइम होता है, and there is no negative marking. नेगेटिव मार्किंग नहीं है in LSAT. There is no negative marking. Let's move to the next examination. It is CLAT, Symbiosis Law Entrance Test. Okay, the Symbiosis Deemed University is also a very famous institution. Symbiosis Deemed University, Symbiosis International University का ही part है. It is an inseparable part of Symbiosis International University only. It is a deemed university. Deemed means UGC had given him it A grade. The NAC and AAC had accredited it as the A grade institution for law. And Symbiosis entrance test is also a common admission test for 4 different Symbiosis law schools. There are 4 different Symbiosis law schools. The first one is Pune. Pune is ranked 1 out of the 4 SLS. According to me, the rank 2 would be Hyderabad, rank 3 would be Noida, and rank 4 would be Nagpur. It is according to me because I have interacted with certain students who are studying in all in these 4 institutions. तो उनके review के according Pune is the best one. Hyderabad is also fine, but Noida and Nagpur are not up to the mark. Means they are not up to the mark जो symbiosis law institution का होना चाहिए. All right, and from now onwards, symbiosis में 60 questions होंगे. You will have 60 minutes to solve, and once you will crack the written aptitude test, then you will have a personal interview. After cracking the personal interview, you will be a student of SLS, the Symbiosis Law School. Okay, so guys, SLS is also a good option. Symbiosis Law admission test, entrance test, and there is no negative marking here as well. कोई negative marking नहीं है. It is also a private institution. The fee is around 1.5 lakh per annum. I'm not exactly sure, but that's the fees. That's the fees approximately. But it is a value for money institution. You can opt for symbiosis as well. So you should appear for symbiosis law entrance test as well. Okay, let's move to the next one. Army Institute of Law. आर्मी इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ लॉ अपना एक अलग से एंट्रेंस टेस्ट कंडक्ट कराता है. द नेम ऑफ दिस एग्जामिनेशन इज लॉ AILLET, आर्मी इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ लॉ ऑल इंडिया एंट्रेंस टेस्ट. नाउ ऑब्वियसली इंडियन आर्मी विच इज द मोस्ट प्रेस्टिजियस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑफ दिस नेशन, अगर उसके साथ कोई इंस्टीट्यूशन जुड़ा हुआ है देन इट वुड बी अ सिंबल ऑफ एक्सीलेंस. सो AIL इज आर्मी इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ लॉ इज सिचुएटेड इन मोहाली, पंजाब. पंजाब में मोहाली में सिचुएटेड है AIL, एंड इट कंडक्ट्स इट्स ऑन एंट्रेंस टेस्ट. द नेम ऑफ द एग्जामिनेशन इज आर्मी इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ लॉ ऑल इंडिया एंट्रेंस टेस्ट. एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू मी, मुझे लगता है कि द पर्सन हु मैनेजेस टू गेट एडमिशन टू आर्मी इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ लॉ ही इज एक्चुअली लकी, because AIL, according to me, is better than most of the national universities and all other institutions. There is a complete USP of studying in this institution. You would be under the supervision of Indian Army. Indian Army is known for its discipline. Indian Army तो अपने डिसिप्लिन के लिए इस इंडिया में नहीं पूरी दुनिया में पॉपुलर है. इजराइल कहता है कि इंडियन आर्मी अगर हमें मिल जाए तो हम पूरी दुनिया पे कब्जा कर लेंगे. दैट्स द पावर, दैट्स द यूनिटी. Okay, that's the uniqueness of Indian Army. So if you would be integral to the Indian Army, then obviously it's a thing which is really you should be proud of. प्राउड होने की ये बात है. सो आर्मी इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ लॉ इज managed by the Indian Army and it is funded by Army Welfare Education Society only. This prestigious institution is affiliated to Punjab University, means आपको जो लॉ की डिग्री मिलेगी वो पंजाब यूनिवर्सिटी की तरफ से मिलेगी, and it is funded by Indian Army's Army Welfare Education Society. It is situated in Mohali and it conducts its own entrance test for 5 years law undergraduate program. There is one more uniqueness of this examination. When you will pursue AIL, when you will pursue law from AIL, तो जैसे अभी मैं जहां से लॉ कर रहा हूं, if जब तक मेरे पास लॉ की डिग्री नहीं होगी, आई वुड नॉट बी एलिजिबल फॉर एग्जामिनेशंस in which a law graduate may appear. But if you are pursuing law from Army Institute of Law, so when you will complete 3 years of your law school, you would be eligible to appear for any examination in which a graduate is एलिजिबल. आपको 3 साल बाद ग्रेजुएशन की डिग्री मिल जाएगी और 5 साल बाद आपको लॉ ग्रेजुएट की डिग्री मिल जाएगी. ऑल राइट. सो फॉर इंस्टेंस देयर इज अ स्टूडेंट जो यूपीएससी में अपियर करना चाहते हैं. सो इफ यू आर परसुइंग लॉ फ्रॉम एनी अदर कॉलेज, आपको 5 साल तक वेट करना पड़ेगा. आफ्टर क्लास 12th, जब 5 साल बाद आप पे लॉ की डिग्री होगी तभी आप यूपीएससी के लिए एलिजिबल होंगे. But if you are pursuing law from Army Institute of Law, then when you will complete 3 years of your law school, जैसे ही आपने 3 साल पूरे किए, आप यूपीएससी के लिए एलिजिबल हो जाएंगे. एंड देन आफ्टर 5 years you will be obviously a law graduate. So if you are pursuing BA LLB from AIL, then BA की डिग्री आपको 3 साल में ही मिल जाएगी एंड LLB की 5 years के कंप्लीशन पे. बाकी सब कॉलेजेस में BA LLB की सेम इंटीग्रेटेड डिग्री मिलती है आफ्टर 5 years. So it is one more uniqueness of this institution. And here the total number of seats are 80. But out of these 80, 60 seats are reserved for army personnel wards. जो आर्मी के लोगों के बच्चे हैं उन्हीं के लिए 60 seats reserved हैं. And 16 seats are for those people, for those students who are domiciled in the state of Punjab. जो पंजाब में ही रहते हैं. The people who are residents of Punjab or domiciled in the state of Punjab. And the remaining 4 seats are available for you for the people from all India. Means all India seats in AIL, all India seats in Army Institute of Law is just 4. 4 seats all India seats हैं जो सभी के लिए open हैं. 16 seats are for people domiciled in the state of Punjab and 60 seats are reserved for the wards of army personnel. All right, there is one more institution जो जिसको मैनेज इंडियन आर्मी ही करती है, दैट इज एएलसी पुणे, आर्मी लॉ कॉलेज पुणे. In ALC Pune, the ALC Pune do not conduct its own entrance. For ALC Pune, you should appear for MH-CET. MH-CET के थ्रू आप ALC पुणे में एडमिशन ले सकते हैं. इट इज ऑल्सो लाइक AIL मोहाली, बट अनलाइक AIL मोहाली, ALC पुणे takes admission through MH-CET, and AIL Mohali conducts its own entrance test. Okay, what is Trasic asking? Sir, most of the seats are reserved, just 4 seats. Yes, Trasic, but you need only 1 seat ना? आपको तो एक ही सीट चाहिए. Then what's the issue? But it is actually a deemed institution. It is actually my favorite institution. मेरा सपना था, but मैंने appear नहीं किया इसमें because at that time when I was preparing for law, I didn't knew about this institution. जब मैं लॉ के लिए प्रिपेयर कर रहा था इन 2017, तो मुझे पता ही नहीं था कि आर्मी इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ लॉ नाम का कोई इंस्टीट्यूशन है. लेटर ऑन मुझे पता लगा that Indian Army had such institution, a college that offers law, a specific institution for law, and obviously it is managed by the Indian Army is there. But अब पछता है क्या करें जब चिड़िया चुग गई खेत. So that's why I was not able to appear for it. You may. All right, it is again it is accredited A grade by NAC. Obviously होगा, it has 80 seats and मैंने 80 seats का breakup आपको बता दिया है. 60 plus 16 plus 4. If you are living outside the state of Punjab and you do not have your mother or father as army men, then you have just these 4 seats to compete. If you are in the state of Punjab, even if you are a civilian, you have 16 seats. And if you are living anywhere in India, but your mother or father are in Indian Army or retired personnel, in retired army personnel, then you have these 60 seats to compete. Okay. 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 What are you saying, sir? I'm good for nothing. कोई बात नहीं. You have these 4 seats. Try to. कोशिश करने वालों की हार नहीं होती. So Army Institute of Law, I hope it is clear that what this institution is about. Then coming to the next examination, the MH-CET, Maharashtra Common Entrance Test. So it is the biggest examination, means सबसे ज्यादा seats इसी examination में है. The Maharashtra Common Entrance Test offers around 10,000 seats for 5 years law and 15,000 seats for 3 years law. The Maharashtra Common Entrance Test is conducted by Maharashtra Common Entrance Examination Cell, and it offers admission in various law colleges in the state of Maharashtra. महाराष्ट्र की स्टेट में बहुत सारे लॉ कॉलेजेस के में एडमिशन मिलता है थ्रू MH-CET, and these colleges are private as well as public. Okay, some are government and some are private. Some topmost institutions in which you can gain admission by cracking this examination are GLC Mumbai. Obviously मैं इसका नाम सबसे पहले लूंगा. It is the oldest law school of Asia, not only of India. पूरे एशिया का सबसे पुराना लॉ स्कूल है GLC मुंबई. ओके, इंडिया के मेजॉरिटी ऑफ सुप्रीम कोर्ट चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया इन 2 कॉलेजेस से ही निकले. एक तो GLC मुंबई एंड एक ILS पुणे. If you will combine the total number of people who have been Chief Justice of India, then the majority have been the students of these 2 institutions, GLC Mumbai and ILS Pune. And in दोनों में ही admission आप MH-CET के through ले सकते हैं. The admission, the only doorway to get admission is Maharashtra Common Entrance Test for Law, MH-CET. All right. So GLC Mumbai, which is the oldest law school of India, आप BR अम्बेडकर की बात करें, वो इसी इंस्टीट्यूशन के स्टूडेंट थे. अगर आप बात करें नानी पालखीवाला की, द ग्रेट लॉयर, he had been the student of GLC Mumbai. If you will talk about Ram Jethmalani, he had been at GLC Mumbai. All right. So इंडिया के बहुत सारे चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया GLC मुंबई के स्टूडेंट रहे हैं. They have pursued their law from GLC Mumbai or ILS Pune. For these 2 institutions, you can all obviously appear for MH-CET. There is one more exam college for which, but for that your parents should be army personnel. that is ALC Pune. Army Law College Pune is a good option for those students whose in whose family their parents are army personnel. There are a lot more colleges. Savitribai Phule University, B.R. Ambedkar University. There are a lot of universities and a lot of colleges that takes admission through MH-CET. A total of 10,000 seats for 5 years law and 15,000 seats for 3 years law are available through this wonderful examination. There is no negative marking in this examination. GLC in MH-CET there are a total of 150 questions. अभी recently हुआ और काफी easy paper आया इस बार. In 2022 as well there would be 150 questions and no negative marking. So obviously you can aim for this examination as well. Till now मैं आपको अब तक मैं कितने examinations बता चुका हूँ. I have told you CLAT, the second is AILET, the third is LSAT, the fourth is SLAT, the fifth one is Army Institute of Law All India Entrance Test, and the sixth one is Maharashtra Common Entrance Test. The seventh entrance test, which would be among the top undergraduate law entrance exams of this nation, is Banaras Hindu University Law Admission Test, which is BLAT. BLAT is for the 5 years undergraduate law course that is offered by Banaras Hindu University. Admission will be offered in the Faculty of Law, Banaras Hindu University, and the law aspirants are shortlisted for the admission to these 60 seats. There are a total of 60 seats for 5 years law. और इन 60 seats पे admission लिया जा सकता है BLAT examination के through. Guys, in addition to these 60 seats, ये information कहीं Google पर भी available नहीं है because I have my students who are studying in BHU right now, वो BHU से law कर रहे हैं, तो उन्होंने मुझे ये first hand information मुझे बताई कॉल पे, and then I thought that I should tell you this thing. In BHU, in addition to the faculty of law, ये 60 seats तो faculty of law में है, the faculty of law at Banaras Hindu University. But in addition to it, there are two colleges that are affiliated to BHU and that gives a degree in law, जो BA LLB की degree देते हैं. The first is DAV Postgraduate College Varanasi and Vasant College for Women Varanasi. These two colleges are affiliated to BHU and they also provide degree in law. For these two colleges, the admission doorway is not BLAT. यहाँ पर आप पता कर सकते हैं कि एडमिशन ये लोग कैसे लेते हैं. ऑल राइट, हो सकता है कि आपके 12th की मार्कशीट के बेसिस पे एडमिशन लें और वॉट एवर, बट दीज आर एफिलेटेड टू बनारस हिंदू यूनिवर्सिटी. Okay, I hope you know the examination structure of BLAT and everything. It is a wonderful examination and you can appear for it if your target is Faculty of Law Banaras Hindu University. BHU एशिया की सबसे बड़ी यूनिवर्सिटी है. It is the largest university of Asia. BHU में अराउंड 4 तो पोस्ट ऑफिसेज हैं, ये इतनी बड़ी इंस्टीट्यूशन है. And the last is the Jamia Millia Islamia Law Entrance Test. So for this examination, there are a total of 120 seats. ट्रेडिशनली देयर वर ओनली 60 सीट्स, बट बाद में डिमांड बहुत ज्यादा हो गई, इसलिए 60 और न्यू सीट्स इंट्रोड्यूस की गई. आई थिंक इन 2015 और 16 these new seats were introduced. So these 60 seats are regular seats. Regular means जो हमेशा से चलती आ रही हैं, obviously, and the next 60 seats are self-finance seats. The difference between self-finance and regular is just like in DU, the morning and evening batch. Regular is the morning batch and these 60 seats, that is the self-finance is the evening batch. जैसे DU में evening batch होता है. The fee differs. The fee of regular batch is obviously less. In the regular batch, the fee is just 9,300 for the next 4 years, and for the first year, it is 10,300. Okay, so let's assume is at 10,000. The fee is 10,000 per year. So it is a highly subsidized course because Jamia Millia Islamia is obviously a central university. So you will be studying at the taxpayers money. आप taxpayers के पैसों पर पढ़ेंगे. For the self-finance batch, the fees is 40,000 rupees per year. Okay, it is also not very high, but when we compare it to the fee of regular, then it is 4 times more. As the name is itself suggesting, it's a self-finance course. It's a self-finance course in which the students are financing their education themselves. And in a regular course, the students' education is funded by the government of India, by the money of the taxpayers of this nation. It is a so highly subsidized course है, बिल्कुल भी खर्चा नहीं है. 10,000 रुपए एक साल का. It means 5 years law would be completed in just 50,000 rupees. It's a highly subsidized course, and Jamia is situated in New Delhi. It conducts its own entrance test. It's JMI LET. You may appear for this. There are a total of 120 seats, but for general category, the seats that are open are around 55. Out of this 150, 120, 55 seats are open for general category candidates, and the remaining seats are reserved for the minority, for the Muslim, because Jamia Millia Islamia is a minority institution, so remaining seats are reserved for the Muslim category candidates, and 55 are general that are open for all. Okay, guys, so these were the top eight undergraduate law entrance examinations of the nation. You may target for any of them or all of them, because in सबकी preparation almost एक जैसी ही है. So a single study, जैसे कहते हैं एक तीर से दो निशाने लगाना, आप एक single preparation से at this platform we will teach you like this कि आप एक single preparation से एक तीर से दो नहीं 8 निशाने लगाएं. These 8 would be our target and these 8 should be your target. प्लान बी हमेशा होना चाहिए, इसलिए आई विल सजेस्ट यू दैट फिल द फॉर्म्स ऑफ ऑल द एग्जामिनेशंस, एंड इस तरह से परफॉर्म करना है एग्जामिनेशंस में दैट यू हैव ऑप्शंस टू चूज. आप अपने लिए चॉइस रखें. क्रैक ऑल द 8 examinations and then choose that in which one you want to go. So guys, with this I come to the end, and before ending let me inform you that a new batch for CLAT 2023 had been launched on Unacademy. It is Law Tigers, and this batch is going to be launched on 29th of October, in the end of this month. It's a bilingual Hindi plus English, a bilingual language course. In this batch we will teach you in the bilingual language. It's a 2-year program and we will teach you from the basic foundation. Now students are saying कि सर CLAT 2023 के लिए सारे बैच आ रहे हैं, हमारे लिए नहीं आ रहे. Those who are preparing for CLAT 2022, there is a batch, a 1-year batch, also in the bilingual language. The name of the batch is Law Masters, a 1-year comprehensive batch for CLAT 2022. You may enroll for it as well if your target is the 2023 law entrance examinations, the CLAT and other law entrance as well. Okay, students, the big bugs bounty, the bugs bounty. If you see any inappropriate content using the form in the description, you can just report it. और उसको report करने का आपको इनाम भी मिलेगा. You will have a prize. Be the first one to report and claim your prize. With this, guys, I end the session. Bye bye. Thank you. You may subscribe to this platform. Please subscribe it. Hit the like button. Share this video as well. अपने फ्रेंड्स को भी बताइए कि कौन कौन से टॉप अंडरग्रेजुएट लॉ एंट्रेंस एग्जाम है. सिर्फ क्लैट ही नहीं है, क्लैट के अलावा और भी हैं, बट स्टूडेंट्स को पता नहीं होता. सो ऑब्वियसली शेयर दिस सेशन, share this informative session. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and meet me on the application as well. You can download the Unacademy app, and my profile link is in the description box. Again, I'm reminding. For the invitation code, you can use SRT10. Yes, it will make you accessible to all the free features of Unacademy. Bye bye. Have a great day.